Unicorns and glitter and taxidermy critters are just some of the things they like. They also enjoy 80s hair bands, Grizzly Adams and John Goodman, so if you think that's weird then you can take a hike. But the things they enjoy the most are making art and cracking jokes, so without further ado, here are your hosts. You've got your two artsy gals, your two artsy gals. Here are your two artsy gals.
Hey everybody, this is Katie.
And this is Lonnie.
And you're listening to Two Artsy Gals.
Yay!
Alright, I'm okay with our intro now. I'm gonna stop being weird about that. I feel self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
I was like, why are we doing that? But we're excited, so fuck that.
I know.
We can be excited.
And I just said yeah again.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I was talking to Lonnie. We were talking before we started recording.
Funny though, it is my thing, yeah.
It is, but when we, I guess everybody has their thing that they do though. So when I edit, because I listen to it over and over again when I'm editing, I notice our weird space fillers that we do. My big one is, so yeah. Or I do a lot of ums, but so yeah and so is definitely like a big thing for me. Like when I don't know, when I don't exactly know what I'm saying, or I've kind of gotten off track, or I'm trying to get us back on track. And Lonnie says, yeah. But Sharon had her thing. I don't remember what it was. Like, we all do it. So
yes.
I was just telling Lonnie how aware of that I am, because I edit I edit all the voice, so it's not a big deal. It's funny, though.
It is funny.
But now I feel like a jerk because she's going to be thinking about it the whole time and going, oh, I said it again.
No, I will forget soon. Don't worry.
So, you're listening. See, I did so again. You're listening to Two Artsy Gals, people, and we're going to be talking about some stuff. We do have some top of the show announcements really quick. First thing, we have a survey up on our blog. And there's a big red round button that says take survey or something like that. Just click it and you can go take a survey, and it will totally help us get, we just kind of want to know. It's anonymous, but we want your input on things and plans that we have, how you feel would be best for us to raise money from our listeners on a long term. What would you guys rather do? Would you rather, do $10 a month to be put in a quarterly drawing for, swag gear? Because we have, coffee cups and...
Yeah.
And, there's even a flask. Did you know that?
No.
On our Cafe Press store, when you go through, you pick all the products that you want to carry in your Cafe Press store. They have flasks.
That's pretty cool.
And mini keychain flasks, because you might need a fucking shot while you're driving.
Yeah, it gets stressful sometimes.
What? That is so weird. But also, we want to know, what are your favorite parts of the show? What are the things that you think we need to improve on? There's a lot of fill in the blanks where you just type what kind of shows do you want us to do in the future? Just, I don't know, there's about 5 or 6 questions. Actually, no, they're not. There's 7. Because I never do anything that's an even number. It's a little weird OCD thing that I have. Everything I do is an uneven number.
Makes a better bouquet.
Well, you have to have a middle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My life is, I have to have a middle. Really, it's either 1, or it really gets on me when I'm my husband, we were just talking about this earlier too. My husband brings home a lot of treats. And I am currently trying to lose weight and not eat a bunch of fucking shitty food. Mm-hmm. And it seems like when I am on a kick where I want to eat healthier, he brings home more treats.
Yes, that happens in my house too.
I either have to have just 1 treat or 3 treats. Mm-hmm. Because I can't just have 2. Sometimes 1 isn't enough. But I literally can't eat just 2 of something. I have to eat either 1 or 3 or 5. Or it's a sickness.
Wow.
No, it's really...
That's rough.
It's an OCD thing. It is bad. So sometimes I just have to have none. Because it's weird.
Good, yeah.
So there are 7 questions. I remember that. Because I stopped at 5 and I was like, no, I want to ask some more. So then I had to think of another question to get to 7. But we would appreciate it if you would go over to our website, twoartsygals.com, and just take a few minutes to fill out the survey. It'll be up for a while, so it's not pressing. Not a big deal. But But we do, like, it'll just help us make improvements on the show.
Sounds
and know
good.
how to prioritize, like where to prioritize our future improvements. Also, we still are doing the giveaway. We have not reached 200 yet, as of the time that we're recording this podcast. So it
Come
could
on,
be
we need it. Yeah,
like, because we have our one going up today that was supposed to go up yesterday. So this, hopefully, next week, the one after this should be our interview. Like us on Facebook. Tell your friends to like us on Facebook.
Ding.
Well, my husband just answered a text that I asked him, like, I hate it when he does this. So I asked him if he wanted to go out, if he wanted to eat at home tonight or go out to dinner. And his answer was, sure, that would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how the fuck is that an answer to the question that I just asked him? It drives me crazy. Anyway, like us on Facebook because we are doing an awesome... Dude, we should have fucking went and, like, started.
I know.
Started today. We'll start it next time we record.
Yeah.
We're making a really awesome multimedia, like, mixed media, fiber art, cool thing for you guys as a prize. When we get to 200, we're going to do a drawing. It's going to involve Sasquatches and Pabst Blue Ribbon and cool shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool shit. Just know that it's going to be fucking badass.
Yeah.
Ooh, and I thought of a way to do the beer cans and the camper. Yes. Because I have silver lame fabric that we can sell. So,
nice.
Anyway, you guys, seriously, we need to get to 200 likes. Part of the reason I want to do this now is because at 200 likes, we're going to pay for our first bump in advertising on Facebook. So I want our core listeners. I would like to build our core listenership to 200.
Yes.
So I want you guys to be the ones that get the prize and not the brand new people that come from the advertising.
Yeah, or people that just want the prize.
Yeah. I want our awesome listeners
who've
been supporting us for a year and several months.
Yes.
To be the ones that benefit from the drawing. So tell your friends about it. Tell your awesome friends about it. Just do it, man.
Yeah.
We want to. We're up to 124. We have stalled out at 124.
Okay.
We should probably do it on our own Facebook pages too. Hey.
Yeah, yep.
Today we are kind of doing a product review. This started out, we're going to be talking about shimmering H2Os, or where's the brand actually, that we ended up buying a generic pearlescent watercolors. So I have never used the Luminart Twinkling H2Os. That's kind of I think that's what I had listed in our newsletter that we were reviewing.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to have a little Joann's rant again. I hope they don't ever
you were
wanna
saving up for that, I remember.
Yeah, I hope they don't ever want to be a sponsor to our show because I fucking bitch about them enough. But, this pisses me off. I do like the convenience of being able to shop online, but sometimes I just need shit. Sometimes I need to go to the fucking store and get something. Like, I don't want to wait, even though we have Amazon Prime, I don't want to wait 2 fucking days.
I know, it's going to become more and more difficult to just go to the store and get shit.
Well, Joann's doesn't carry a quarter of the shit that they have on their website in their store.
Mm-hmm.
So you go in there, and you're looking for shit. And then, to make matters worse, I don't know if this is like an entire Joann's experience, or if it's just the big super Joann's down by my house. I was so fucking excited when that opened.
Yeah.
Seriously, it went into the old Albertsons building, and it's a super Joann's. And it's huge, and it's full of stuff, and it's awesome. But they do not have enough fucking employees there.
Ah, yes.
Like, when I called to see if they carried the Luminart Twinkling H2Os, which is originally what we were going to review,
mm-hmm.
I asked the guy at the front counter if he could look and see if they had it in the store, because they had it online, but they don't always have it on store. And even sometimes when you check availability on the website and it says they have it in the store, they don't actually have it in the store. Do you know what the guy said to me?
What?
Well, I'm the only guy at the cash register right now, and so I can't really go look for anything for about a half an hour until someone comes back from break.
Oh, man.
So they have that store so understaffed that there is not a person who can go look for something for you. And there's not a person helping on the floor. Like, you cannot find a person on the floor stocking shelves or anything and ask them, where would I find this in your store? And I don't know if it's just kind of some fucking grand scheme to make you wander around the store and fill your cart full of shit you don't need while you are looking for what you need.
Yeah.
But I don't shop like that. I am fucking poor. Like, we don't have money for that shit. Really. I'm not...
Yeah.
I joke and laugh about spending way too much money at the craft store, but when I spend way too much money at the craft store, it's like I have spent $20 more than I budgeted. I don't load my cart full of shit and come out spending hundreds of dollars on shit.
Yeah,
and that's kind of, I feel like, what they want you to do.
Yes, well, yeah, every store almost.
I can't fucking afford to do that. Mm-hmm. And it pisses me off. It's disrespectful to your fucking customers. I feel bad for the employees. Yeah. Because they are just, like, running their asses ragged. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Joann's, get your fucking shit together. I actually been meaning to send them a tartly worded, but polite, hey, why do you do this email. Yeah. Because it does bother me. So, Joann's doesn't carry the twinkling H2Os in their store. You can order them on their website, but they're not available to purchase in the store. So, I ended up buying, they're called pearlescent watercolors, and it's kind of a generic, probably a knockoff of the twinkling H2Os. It's by a company called Yasumoto.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm
not very good at pronouncing Japanese names, but basically they're just a generic version of that. So then Lonnie and I started talking about it, and I thought, you know what? It would be better to maybe not associate ourselves with a brand.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and just
the general like
supply product.
Yeah. Also, I feel like if we're going to officially review a product, we should review other products in comparison. You know what I mean? What they are, if you don't know, they're just basically pan watercolors. Mm-hmm. Little dried watercolors like you used when you were a kid, but higher, scale, I guess. Yeah. But these ones are, they have pearlescent stuff in them. They're metallic.
They almost look like, they look like eyeshadow.
They do. It looks like somebody, I think I posted it on our Instagram the other day. Did I put this on Instagram or maybe?
I don't look at Instagrams very often.
You stop that.
I know.
Get with it, Lonnie.
I know.
Because you need to be obsessed with your phone like I am all the time. Like now, because I do social media stuff for the podcast, I'm constantly on my phone looking at shit. Like, it was bad enough when I was on Facebook all the time on my phone. Yeah. Now I'm like, oh, I have to tweet. But it does look like you're looking at, like, a palette of 80s eyeshadow. Yes. Yeah. Which really makes me... Honestly, when I look at this, I smell Aquanet. Automatically. Yeah. It's like just a little Pavlovian response, I guess. I don't know. That's funny. Did you notice that these smell good? No. Smell them. They smell almost as delicious as they look. They're kind of like have a sweet, candy smell to them. So now I kind of want to lick them because they look like they should be candy. But really, it's just, let's see, there's 36, 9, 21. What is that my phone or yours?
It's yours.
Who is calling me from Florida? I don't even know anyone in Florida.
Maybe you want a trip to Disney World.
I want a trip to Harry Potter World.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Disney. Yeah. Not fuck Disney. I mean, not that I don't like Disneyland, but I've been to Disneyland. But yeah, I feel like I don't
Harry
need to
Potter
go.
World would be
I've never felt like cool. I needed to spend time in Florida because, sorry, people from Florida, we hear bad things about you. Not you or the people, but, okay, this is the deal. I don't like fucking hot weather.
It's really hot there.
I hate hot weather. I hate humidity.
Oh, it's very humid.
So I just feel like it's a climate that I wouldn't enjoy spending time in. And when you're like miserable because of the weather, then it makes everything, it like taints your whole experience. Yes. And you can say, it would have been great had I not been sweating all of my body fluid out my eyeballs and like dying. It would have been an awesome vacation. But now that Harry Potter World is there, I do feel like at Universal Studios Florida, again, with the not talking, I feel like I need to go now. Yeah. Although they are opening one in California.
Oh, good.
However, it's not going to have the Diagon Alley like maybe it's the Gringotts Bank. I don't know. How did we get on Harry Potter again? I'm a total dork about Harry Potter. I have a fucking Harry Potter tattoo and I'm 42 years old. So yeah, we played around with these. Oh, what was it? 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
And I think they're pretty fucking awesome.
I do too. It was fun.
I posted some little tidbits of like the work that we've done on our Instagram and on our Facebook. Lonnie did the little American flag that I posted.
Yeah, it was fun to see that on the social media. It
was pretty neato. So I guess we'll just kind of go down the line. You know, they were easy to use.
Yes.
Now, I had watched videos to see if there was any special techniques that we should know about when we were going to do the Luminart brand. However, I don't think that those techniques carried over to this. And it may be that brand is a little bit softer of a cake.
Oh, okay.
Because in those, they sprayed them with a spray bottle.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that didn't give enough water, don't you?
Yeah.
I definitely had to dip my brush in water and kind of get the cake. It might also be that they were new. So maybe, I don't know though, but I just feel like squirting them with a spray bottle, though it seems like it would be less messy and easier to keep track of. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I got enough color on my brush doing it that way.
Yeah,
so I definitely had to wet the brush.
Yeah, we had to get them, it did seem we had to get them pretty wet to get a lot of good color.
Yeah, and we kind of had to scrub around a little bit to pick up the color.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that I was worried about, actually, because typically, I have nothing against buying generic art supplies. I buy generic art supplies most of the time. Mm-hmm. Because, like, you know, you have to do it on a budget. And especially if you're doing, like, unless you're selling a lot of art, it's hard to justify purchasing.
I always wonder how people do it. Yeah.
They sell their art. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Or they have a benefactor.
Yes.
Or, you know, or they have a good job and they can afford it as a side gig. I actually rarely buy my favorite acrylic paints anymore. The brand that I like. I've been buying the Blake Store brand. Or there's another brand that I buy that's like it's just a step down from their professionals. So
I don't paint enough is there a huge difference, do you find?
So the only difference that I ever find in paints, generic watercolors, acrylics, oils, is that the more expensive ones have more pigment in them.
Okay.
So the less expensive ones,
saturated.
You might have to use a little bit more of them, like layer them more heavily.
Okay. So cost-wise, it could possibly balance out?
No, I don't think it's that big of a difference. I really don't.
Yeah. Okay.
I really haven't. And these especially, because watercolors are meant to be kind of sheer and watery and airy. Typically when I watercolor, I use tube watercolor paints.
Okay.
And I have a really nice set that I bought when I was in art school. They're Koi brand or something like that. They're beautiful. I don't think that I got any less color out of these hand watercolors than I got out of those.
Wow.
Truly.
That's amazing.
Like, if you look at the painting that I did, they're very saturated for watercolors.
Yeah, they really are. And metallic. Which is really cool.
Can we just talk about the metallic for a minute?
It's shiny.
Seriously, and I'm kind of bummed because in the pictures I scanned some of the experiments that we did and the piece that I did as an example.
Like especially the
the scanner does not catch the metallic prettiness of it all. It flattens it all out. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe try to go outside in the sun and hold them at an angle just to get a picture of the shimmer for you guys. Mm-hmm. Because that's what they're...
I keep forgetting I need to edit that dorky video I made of the shimmers.
Oh, I totally
Maybe if I just put music or something over it and put that on our page, because it's really cool. And you do
sounding
see
super dumb in the background or something?
Well, I was. I think I was sounding like a complete stoner. Like, ooh, watch it melt. Or what? I don't know what I was.
You know what? It's legal in Oregon, so we can be stoners if we want.
That's true.
Sorry, y'all. We might smoke a little once in a while.
Maybe,
but that's
you know, I mean.
You never know.
Actually,
I never smoke during the day, but
yeah, I might sometimes. But yeah, it was fun because it showed how the sparkles, like when you spray them with water, how they So maybe I'll post that. Maybe I'll get brave and post it.
We can put it on our YouTube channel. I'll help you with all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Because we totally have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
We don't use it very much because we still haven't solved our video issue as far as equipment goes and being able to do that. But we're working on it. But you should post that because it probably shows a little bit. Because one of the techniques that I sometimes use when doing watercolor is to go back over and spray it with a spray bottle. Mm-hmm. And that's what Lonnie was doing with, like, she had, like, done a bunch of different stripes of color just to test out all the colors. And then she squirted it with a water bottle. And it made this really cool, I think that's the only one I haven't scanned yet because I just found it the other day. It fell behind my desk.
Oh.
I was like, where is that? I know Lonnie did that, and I couldn't find it anywhere. But it did turn out really great. I almost feel like these, maybe it's because of the metallic in it. I'm trying to think of the word. They're almost a little bit more substantial than regular watercolors. But I don't think that it takes away from the sheer cool quality. Because I like the way the background turned out on mine. Like the way it made the clouds.
Yeah.
I thought it just worked really well. They're really great.
Yeah, like I don't know how to describe that. Like the metallic maybe creates a little space, or like maybe it causes it to separate slightly or something. I don't know.
Oh, you're talking when you spray it with the water. Yeah.
But it's cool looking. And
I definitely think that you guys should use these. Now, when I looked up videos, because I always watch videos before in researching for when we do an episode, because I know how I would use things.
It almost just looks like it's effervescent. Like,
oh my god, you definitely have to put that video on.
Okay.
Because it almost looks like it's bubbly.
Yeah. It was fun. It's really fun to play with.
Yeah,
I really like it.
And you know what the cool thing was? I think these were under $5.
No way.
Yeah, because it's just
awesome.
Even if you feel the case that they come in, it's a cheap ass like clamshell case, hard plastic. And that actually made me skeptical of these because the case was so cheap. I'm like, oh man, these are gonna fucking suck.
They're not gonna. Yeah.
I almost rescheduled this subject until we could get some. I'm like, fuck it, we're not gonna do this. But then I was like, no, you know what? Let's try it. And I'm glad I did because I was very...
Do they make like these metallic watercolors in the tube form, like at a fancy art store or something? Tube. Okay.
No, and see the Luminart Twinkling H2Os that we were going to review are like a thing.
Okay. Like
people post videos, people talk about them, people want them. They're more expensive than this.
Okay.
And the sets of them get really expensive, and they come in like color combination sets and season sets, and this is a really good, I think, a great selection of color. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good selection of color. Like I said, I haven't
some of them
seen
are similar.
They
so
are
I thought
very
that like
similar.
these two are very close, but
they're different
much
once
darker.
you use them.
Yeah, when you get it wet,
I did a color key too that I'm going to scan and put up that just of all the different colors that came in that kit. I was pleasantly surprised by these.
Yes, they're fun. Sparkles.
And I wondered, I was wondering, how, because watercolors typically dry pretty quickly. That's part of the reason I like playing around with watercolors and doing stuff in watercolor, because you can hit it with a blow dryer too, and just, whoosh, it's done. And then you can go on to make more layers and do whatever you need to.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if, the metallics were going to change the consistency of it or make it increase the drying time or just make the feel of the paint different on the watercolor paper. I didn't notice an effect negatively either.
Yep.
What did you think working with them? I think they were pretty easy to work with.
I do too.
As watercolors go.
Yeah.
I mean, watercolor is pretty straightforward and simple. I feel like you can water them down, really water it down and get a nice sheer. I also think that if you use less water, and you kind of have to, in these, like I was saying, scrub around on the cake a little bit to pick up more pigment. But I feel like you can also get it darker.
Yes. Yeah, you can get it kind of thick, and then when you do that, it's a lot shinier when it dries.
Actually, what I found worked really cool with this is lay it on thicker and then go over it with more water.
Yeah,
and
to
it kind of
stretch
makes it
it
blobby and cool to get a cool effect on the paper. But, and I guess that goes to, like, it's pretty easily adjusted. Like, you can go over it with water to lighten it up. You can go over it with more color to darken it up.
Yes.
I think that it will work great with all the techniques that you would typically use with regular watercolor. It is just watercolor with metallic powder in it. Like, probably mica powder added to it or something.
Yeah, it makes me think I should get one of these for my daughter.
Oh my god, she would love it. And they have them at Fred Meyer too, I saw.
Nice.
So you can just go to, like,
she's
the
starting
art supply
to
section at Fred Meyer.
watercolor with her sketches, and it's really pretty.
That would be really cool because she does, like, the anime stuff.
Yeah.
And all that. What is that called? Is it called? There's a new name.
Manga?
Or something like that. I don't know. Her daughter does some really cool art, though.
Yeah, she's been doing great stuff and using watercolors, and it's just so fun. I'm like, I spoiled
that would add a really fun thing to her work.
Yeah.
I think. Aw, would she let us post that on the Facebooks? Or maybe on our blog?
I'll ask her.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's shy about it, because she's like, oh, it's not that good. I'm like, what are you kidding me? That's adorable. Like,
we all get art shyness.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because, okay, I'm going to call her out because I love her. I adore her. Super listener Lois.
Yeah.
We've actually kind of become friends in real life, like on Facebook, and I invited her to a mail art group that I run. And, well, you're in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And she told me the other day, like, she said on the Facebook page, oh my god, I'm totally art shy now. And she was having art anxiety. And I'm like, what? Like, her artwork is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, her illustrations and drawings, and, like, she just had an art show.
Wow.
Like, last weekend. And so I was like, man, if she looks at, like, because I look at other people's art all the time and get, like, super nervous. Like, oh my god, I can't be part of this group. I can't do this. Or, like, people are going to think my work sucks, or my work sucks compared to this person's, or whatever. And it was just shocking to me to have someone look at my work and get the same anxiety that I get when I look at other people's work.
Isn't that interesting?
And I think it's something that everybody needs to be aware of.
And everybody has it, it seems. Every artist has it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you get so connected to your work and what you're doing, and it becomes so personal that it's like...
Well, and we're our own harshest critics.
Yeah.
We always are.
Yeah,
about everything.
It's like, it doesn't look exactly how it looked in my head.
Oh my god, I have such a struggle with that.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I really do. Sometimes I think about a piece that I'm working on for 6 months before anything ever happens outside of my head.
Yeah.
Like, I stew, and I live in my head a lot.
Me
too. So
I
stew, and I think, and I plan, and I'll do some sketches or something, and then I'll stew and think and plan. Mostly for, like, the bigger scale stuff. Like, if I just told Lonnie about a project that I'm getting ready to work on. Now, just because I have the parts to that doesn't mean that that's going to happen anytime in the near future.
Yes.
Like, I just have an idea.
Yep.
But I think that part of what keeps me from moving forward with ideas like that is art anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And of being afraid that it's not going to work the way that I want it to. And so I overthink things and make things... I'm the queen of making things harder than they need to be.
Yes. I was just crying about something like this the other day. Poor Scott was just like, let me help you. And it was about a chicken coop. I got a free chicken coop, but it needs some work. So, and it's just engineering a door that's strong enough to keep raccoons out, But I would just sit and stare at this thing and think and try to imagine every scenario.
With your finger on your chin going,
I'm like, the neighbors must think I'm freaking insane because I'm just staring at it and thinking
you should show your
and
neighbor
holding
your
things
butt
up
over the fence and tell them to fuck off. I don't even know Lonnie's neighbor, and I don't like him because he's an asshole.
And it gave me a melt. I was like, I just can't figure it out. Like, I was just totally crying about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Like, if I would just stop overthinking it and just do something, it would work.
Sometimes I just have to force myself.
Yeah.
To do this. See, I've been in a total funk. I have, like, the opposite. When most people have seasonal affective disorder, it's like, they're sad because the sun hasn't shined in a while.
Yeah.
I have the completely opposite situation going on.
Me too.
I get depressed in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I used to have the winter thing.
I don't have I love the winter. Like, my self-esteem is at its lowest in the summertime. When it's hot, you feel fucking gross because you're sweating. What the fuck is the point of putting makeup on when you're gonna sweat it all off?
Or doing your hair, because it just gets
hair.
all
well, and
crazy.
I have curly hair, so my hair just goes, wow!
Yeah,
like
mine too.
Ninja crazy down, curlies. Kurt calls it kacha hair. Because it just goes whoosh. I have it clipped up right now because it was out of control earlier. Like, I have natural curls, so they go like, oh, fuck you. There's humidity in the air, and I'm doing what I want. You can get that blow dryer out and put that product in, but it's not happening.
Nope, it's just,
Yeah, so I have that, and then you're wearing clothes that are more revealing than you would, like, typically wear. Like wearing tank tops. Like, I've kind of gotten over my arms, though. Like, my arms are a big thing. Like, I don't like my arms. So I always think that people look at my arms and go, man, that bitch has got some fat fucking arms.
Oh, jeez.
Because that's what I see.
Screw those people.
Or, like, I hate my thighs.
Oh, I am not a fan of my thighs either.
So I don't like skirts or shorts that show anything of my thighs.
I got cottage cheese down to my knees.
Oh, man.
So shorts that go above my knees, I'm like, there's cottage cheese hanging over.
We were going camping for 4th of July, and I stopped at Walmart. I don't like to shop at Walmart. I hate shopping at Walmart.
I know.
For
I do
many
it sometimes.
reasons. However, there are things that, like, I just wanted a pair of, like, fucking Bermuda shorts, like denim Bermuda shorts that I could wear camping and not fucking care about ruining camping. Well, apparently Walmart does not carry my size in their store.
That is ridiculous.
That's some junk in the trunk.
That doesn't even make sense.
Actually, I don't have junk in the trunk. I have junk in the front because I don't have a butt. But they didn't have my size. So then they had this huge, the sales lady, though, I have to say, she was so sweet. And she worked so hard to help me. But they had a sale on Lee jeans in plus size. And they were marked down to $7, but then it was 50% off of all red tag items that weekend. So they were $3.50. I'm like, fucking A, I will buy a pair of $3.50 jeans to cut the motherfuckers off. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't buy a pair of regular jeans just to cut them off and make a pair of Bermuda shorts, but who cares? Well, apparently Lee runs very small.
Oh, dear.
Like, their size, like, normally in any other jean, like the jeans that I wear, I would have been able to wear them fine. I couldn't fucking button them.
No.
So it makes you feel like shit.
Yes. Yeah.
And you stand in the dressing room holding back tears. Like, feeling bad about yourself. And if it weren't fucking summer, I wouldn't have to be trying fucking shorts on. I could just wear what I want, because you can't wear a skirt camping. I wear a lot of skirts. But, you know, I don't know. I don't even know why we got off on this, other than I was saying that I have the opposite of seasonal affective disorder. But I don't remember. I'd been in a funk lately. Yeah. I've been in a real funk, and my house is a mess, and poor Lonnie's had to come in, because we record in my studio at home. So, like, mountains of dishes, and I have, like, junk all over the place, and it's cluttery. And so then I feel like shit, because my house looks like shit, but eventually I just get to this point, like we were talking about with art, or anything, where I have to make myself do it. Yep. I know if I stop feeling sad and bad and mad, and I just fucking wash my dishes, I'm going to feel so awesome when my dishes are clean. Yeah, yes. Like, I'm going to feel so much better. Yep. But I don't. This is your therapy session, peeps. It's free today. It is. Free therapy. Yep. Because also, do you know what else makes me happy? What? Things with fucking sparkles in them. Exactly. Like, sparkles and podcasts. And podcasts. They make those moments more bearable, because you can just listen to someone in your ears. Exactly. And do the mundane shit. I turned Lonnie into a podcast junkie. Big time. I know. People try to talk to me when I'm, like, because I like to listen when I'm cooking, because, I don't know, it just... You get in the zone. Yeah. And it makes it more fun, and to be in the kitchen, and, you know, because sometimes... But then people come in and they want to talk to me, and I'm just, like, taking one earbud out, I'm like, what? Right. You know, and then I feel like a jerk, because I'm like, you know, it's... I do the same thing. Because, but I'm just like, can I please just listen right now, and we can talk while we eat? Yeah. But I just want to, I just want to be in my zone. Get in your fucking zone, people. That's what this is all about. It will make you feel better if you use sparkly watercolors, too. Like, if you want to fucking cheer yourself up for the summer, just do shit, people.
Yeah, that's...
Do some painting.
You know, and I finally, like, sometimes... a million times I've just been like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. It turns out like crap. I get frustrated. It doesn't go the way I want it to, but at least I tried. And I was like, okay, apparently I need to rethink this, but at least I tried to do it.
Well, and here's the thing that one of my professors when I was in graphic design school said to me, and it was the most awesome thing that any professor has ever said to me. It was actually photography. I took a photography class. I learned a lot in it, and he was really awesome. And I went to school online, so I never had, like, a face to go with the name.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I have this picture of this man. And he's, like, older, and he's got, like, thinny, long hair, and a mustache and a beard. He's an old hippie guy. And he said to me, Katie, relax. If you knew how to do this, you wouldn't need to take a class to learn how to do it.
Yes.
Like, you can't know how to... Because I did not realize what a weird overachiever I am until I went to college as an adult.
Yeah.
Because I had to have straight A's and everything, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Oh,
and
man.
It caused me a lot of anxiety. Like, a lot of anxiety. Like, I'm still mad over my life drawing class that I got an A- in because I graduated with a 3.99 GPA instead of a 4.0.
Man.
But no, I don't even remember what I was fucking... Where was I going with that story?
Just
doing things.
Oh, and being a perfectionist or an overachiever. Wanting to have a 4.0 and not being satisfied with a 3.99, which is freaking awesome.
What my teacher said, though, is, like, you can't just automatically know how to do everything. Like, everybody has to learn something.
Right.
So... if you're not using an art product or something, or not trying a new medium because you don't know how to do it, if you stop and listen to yourself, that is the most asinine thing. It's just a stupid reason to not do it.
Yeah.
Of course you don't know how to use it. You've never used it before. But you're not going to know how to use it unless you fucking use it.
Yeah.
So play with some goddamn sparkly watercolors.
Oh my gosh,
this week,
yeah.
people.
It's really cool.
You will love them.
They're really fun.
They're great.
I was just thinking how beautiful, like, the traditional Japanese, like, koi paintings.
Dude, I was thinking koi when you said that.
Yeah.
Weird.
Just because of these oranges and the way they glow like that, like a fish would be beautiful in this.
Or fire.
Fire would be cool, or even the ocean waves with the metallics. That would be beautiful.
It would be. And, we're going to have to wrap this up because it's getting kind of long. We've been talking about this for 45 minutes. We don't have a lot on the Pinterest board. I am going to try to find more examples, but mostly people seem to be using the Luminart brand for stamping and for card making and scrapbooking and stuff. So
okay.
I'll look more for luminous watercolors, though. And
I could see that. So do they put it
Put
over?
them on the stamp.
Okay.
And stamp them, or they're painting backgrounds or whatever. I just think that a lot of tutorial videos, like, that's kind of what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
So there aren't a lot of fine artists that are doing tutorial videos for stuff, as opposed to not that it's less or more, but I think there are a lot of, like, Stampin' It Up reps that do videos because they want people to buy their product.
Right.
So there's more of that available than different uses for these products.
Yeah.
So I'll look around and find some more for the Pinterest board before this goes up. So definitely check out our Pinterest board. Mm-hmm. You can link to... What the fuck? Did you see that piece of hair that just went like...
No.
I breathed the strand of my hair up my nose.
Oh, God!
Made me gag. It was so weird. Oh my God, that was freaky. So... you can find our Pinterest board. I'll link the Pinterest board for this episode on our website with a post for this. Lonnie is like fucking dying over there. She's laughing so hard right now. But, so yeah. See, I did the so yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You definitely want to check out the Pinterest board. I'll link it. Do that. You can contact us on all of our social media through our website, twoartsygals.com. Follow us on the Facebook so that you are entered in the drawing for our badass piece of artwork that we're going to do.
Yeah.
I don't have our phone number in front of me because I totally changed our setup. Where is it? It's a little piece of note paper that's got the top's folded. You see it?
No.
No. Oh well, I'll look for it for the next one. Anyway, you can email us at 2artsygals@gmail.com. You can contact us through Facebook. You can also call us. We do have a number, but I don't know where it is. And Lonnie's trying to have like go-go gadget arms and reach around back there. That's not it. So yeah, next week, I think the order that we're doing these in, next week is the interview with Anne.
Cool.
We're going to have our very first in-studio interview with
awesome.
my tattoo artist. And I'm shitting myself because I'm so excited. Because my tattoo artist is so cool that I wish that I could get tattooed like every month just so I could go hang out with her.
That's
like,
rad.
Just constant rotation of when tattoos are healed. I could just afford to go in.
Well, your work is beautiful. She does a great job.
She does beautiful work. And she's also a jewelry designer. So it's like her new thing. She's learning how to design jewelry. And so we're going to talk about that too.
Cool.
So make sure you tune in for that because she's badass.
Yeah.
All right. So until next week, go make some cool shit, yo.
Do it now.